everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lucy and today I just wanted to have a really kind of cozy life update catch up with you guys, followed by a Q&A. So we're actually on the couch today. We're not kind of at my usual backdrop in this flat, but this will soon all be changing as well. So I wanted to have a little life update, catch up with you guys. Do stay tuned, watch this video to the end and you'll know all the things that are kind of going on right now. Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button for weekly bookish videos. I've got some really exciting videos coming up, like a bookshelf tour, which I'm so excited to film. I've never actually filmed one on my channel before, so do stay tuned for that. And if you already kindly subscribed, please do consider hitting that notification bell so you never miss an upload from me. Anyway guys, so basically I wanted to film this video because in a few weeks time I will be moving, which is very exciting. Basically I'm still going to be living in London, but I am moving slightly more west than where I was, and I currently live in a shared house with a few of my pals, which has been amazing. But very excitingly, I am moving in with my boyfriend and we have found this really lovely flat and I'm really excited to move in there. Basically, I just want to create a really nice environment for like filming and stuff, so that's why I'm really pumped to be moving there in a few weeks time. So before I actually end up moving, I want to do a bookshelf tour like I mentioned. Basically I have so many books in my room back at home and I just want to do a proper bookshelf tour and really kind of get that done because I've never done a bookshelf tour before. Can you believe it? I don't know why. I'm also planning on unhauling a load of books. So there are so many books that I want to get rid of, and a lot of those have just been accumulating over the years. So I'm going to do a book unhaul video, which is going to be me sadly saying goodbye to probably about half of my books. And then I don't know if you guys will be interested in any kind of moving content, whether you want like a moving vlog or something like that. I also kind of wanted to chat about YouTube in general. So here is the tea, or the coffee. I've made myself a coffee. Anyway, I have been really focused on YouTube in lockdown. It's something that has been kind of a constant, which has been really nice in the whole situation. And I have actually found that it's inspired me to read a lot more. So actually taking part and being part of the BookTube community in lockdown has really, I don't know, just given me that spark back for reading. I've been watching more BookTube videos than ever before. I kind of went through a phase, maybe for the last 2 years, where I didn't really watch a lot of BookTube. I didn't really know what was popular on BookTube. And that has kind of made me realize that maybe I'm out of touch with the way BookTube is now. So for example, a few of the videos I would put out normally would get, you know, an amount of views that I'm kind of used to getting. But it seems like some of the content I put out at the minute is just not getting the traction that it used to get. And I don't mean to say this as a woe is me, feel sympathy and watch my videos, but it's kind of made me think about the content that I'm creating and you know, how things have moved on a bit since the old BookTube. And I am definitely a part of that. I started my channel 7 years ago, and in that time, I think there was definitely a style that old BookTube used to be like. We used to post monthly wrap-ups and TBR videos. I used to do a book haul every month without fail. Reviews as well were so much more popular. So basically what I want to ask you guys, this is a cozy kind of cooperative chit chat, and I want to ask you guys, what do you actually enjoy on BookTube now? Do you enjoy, or do you want to go back to the old BookTube where, you know, we kind of reviewed reviews were the main source of, you know, content out there? It was tags and hauls and stuff like that. Or do you want something different from my channel? That's what I'm kind of trying to say. And I haven't done a haul in ages, so that's probably a bad example, but I just want to know what you guys would like to see, because I'm kind of tempted, not tempted, but what's the word I'm looking for? I'm eager to try new things, but I don't want to alienate a lot of you guys who watch me for my traditional book content and you know, wrap-ups or recommendations videos, and of course I still really want to do those. I've got some really good ideas for some recommendations videos for you all, but what I'm trying to say is I've been making a lot of videos in lockdown, and it's kind of made me realize maybe my channel is stuck in a little bit of a rut, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I want your guys' help to, I don't know, like connect with you guys again. So let me know what you're interested in. Let me know what videos you want to see from me. So reading, let's talk about reading. I am very much enjoying where my reading is at the minute. So because I've been camped out at my boyfriend's flat in lockdown, I've not been able to bring any, like hardly any physical books. I think I brought like 3 at the start of lockdown, and then I ordered like 2 physical books, and that's been it. The rest has all been on my Kindle, and what has kind of changed in my reading habits is that I kind of solely read digitally now, and I really enjoy it. 2 of my current favorites right now in terms of books have been Holly Black's The Folk of the Air series. So I read that whole series in lockdown, absolutely loved it. Like, it's now one of my favorite series of all time. I've also been reading a lot of Regency romance, which is nothing new. You guys all know I'm a big fan of Regency romance, but it's so easy to read on Kindle, so I've been really enjoying that. And I've also been reading a lot of non-fiction on my Kindle, which I normally wouldn't. Like, I wouldn't really read a lot of non-fiction, but now I'm really getting into it, really enjoying it. And I'm just eager to try new things, different genres. So I'm really looking forward to kind of ticking more books off my TBR for sure. Finally, before we get on to the Q&A portion of this video, very short Q&A portion, is a little bit of a writing update. So guys, in lockdown, I have done many things. I have filmed 2 videos a week or thereabout. I have read a lot of books. I've watched I am halfway through the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the first time ever. I have baked. I have done countless Zoom quizzes, but I have not done any writing on my novel. So this is something that I kind of like, do you know when at the start of like lockdown and quarantine, whatever you want to call it, how everyone was like, oh my God, this is the time to like finish your novel, to get really fit, to do all these things. And I kind of promised myself, I was like, I really want to finish my novel. I really want to do it. I think I've just given my energy to too many things. That has sadly meant that there is no room left for the writing. So I'm hoping to maybe start from scratch, not my draft or anything. I just mean in terms of my writing habits and my writing routine, when I move into the new place, which is towards the end of July, I'm hoping to get a desk for myself and a desk for writing. Obviously, I'm working from home for the foreseeable future, which has been an interesting experience, so I need a desk. But I'm hoping that when I move into the new place, I will be able to like mentally flick a switch and really focus on my writing, because that is something I really want to pursue, and I'm really passionate about this novel. And I think I just need to go for it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's get on to the Q&A portion of this video. It was quite a last minute call out, so I didn't get loads of responses. I should have kind of like given you guys a day to get questions over to me. But I do usually do them on social media, so do make sure you're following my Instagram, which is @LuceRichardson, or on my Twitter, which is @BookBellReads. And I will, of course, you know, I always kind of put out call outs when I'm doing Q&As and stuff like that. Anyway, the first question is from GeorgiePorgy144 on Instagram. Thank you for submitting a question. And they said, what are you looking forward to, books, TV, or anything? So I am very much looking forward to a few things. In terms of books, I'm looking forward to Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. Guys, we're getting another Twilight book. I am so hyped, and I'm not even ashamed to say it. I've been waiting for this book for a long, long time. So Midnight Sun, for sure. Also, in terms of TV, I've mainly been watching stuff like Queer Eye, best show on TV, to be honest. And I've been watching a lot of documentaries on Netflix. One we've recently just finished has been Athlete A on Netflix, which has been, it's a very hard watch, but so important, and I really enjoyed how that was made. One Netflix show I'm really looking forward to, which I think is coming out soon, is The Bridgertons. And this is a inspired by a series of novels by Julia Quinn. It's like a Regency romance historical drama that is coming to Netflix, I think very soon. So I'm buzzing for that because I'm a big Regency romance, a big historical romance reader. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that show on Netflix is like. I can imagine it will be like the perfect cozy watching. So I'm down for that. And then in terms of like generally what I'm looking forward to, obviously looking forward to moving and kind of building, kind of putting together like my dream place, I guess. I've never had an entire flat to play with. I've usually just had rooms that I would decorate. So that would be really fun. I'm also looking forward to autumn. Yeah, I said it. I'm sorry, I'm not one of these people who love the summer and love the heat. I actually really hate it. So I am counting down the days until like September, October, when it can just be cozy, and I just love autumn so much. And also maybe like a UK staycation. I have no plans to travel outside the UK this year. Hopefully, you know, I'll go on a UK staycation. I really want to go to Cornwall. I've never been to Cornwall. That'd be lovely. So thank you, Georgie Porgy 144 for your question. That was great. Second question, or maybe like third and fourth, is from the lovely poet extraordinaire Charlie Cox on Instagram, my favorite person. She said, what advice would you give to aspiring book publicists? How did you get in, and are there any misconceptions about it before you started? She also asked me, on a long train journey, what snacks do you recommend? She has been on many a long train journey with me, traveling the country, going to book events. So I will answer that one first. Charlie, you know what the deal is. Gin in a tin, crisps, hummus, M&S tubs, the classics. Anyway, on to the question about what tips would you give or advice would you give to aspiring book publicists? How did I get in, and are there any misconceptions about it? Or did you have any misconceptions before you started? So in terms of tips and advice to aspiring book publicists, I actually did a video all on this topic. So it's like a long video all about how to get into the industry, how to become a book publicist specifically. If you don't know, I currently work at HarperCollins. I'm head of publicity at one of HarperCollins' imprints. And basically my tips are to understand what publicity is. This is the crucial thing. And I will go on to the misconceptions, because one of my key misconceptions was that I didn't really know what book publicity meant. So I think understand the difference between publicity and marketing is a great start. Understand what different skills you would need to get into publicity in particular. So I would say key skills for publicity are great communication skills. You need to be really confident over email, over the phone, in person is really important. I also think having some flexibility as a publicist is crucial, because a lot of things will just fall in, drop in, and you need to be really, really quick to just pick something up, not panic. You know, you need to be great at dealing with a lot of things under pressure. You also need to be really organized, and sometimes it's a struggle to be super organized all the time, but that is kind of one of the crucial things, is to, as I said, you're juggling a lot of things, so organization is key. And tips to how to get in, as I said, watch that video that I will put a card up for. And I think key ways to get in: know the industry, really hone your CV and covering letter as to why you want to get into publicity in particular. You know, you need to show your passion for publicity, not just book publishing in general. In terms of any misconceptions I had before I started, I would say one of them was that I thought marketing was publicity. I remember at my first, well, not my first job interview, getting into publishing, but the job interview that actually got me my first job in publishing. A lot of the things I was talking about when I was answering questions, you know, the interview questions, were marketing related. So I was talking about how much I love social media, because obviously a key part of my experience was my YouTube channel. Also, I was talking about how, you know, I really enjoyed social media and I wanted to really promote books on social media, and that's not really what publicity is. That's more of a marketing remit. And then another question came in from the lovely Delphine on Instagram, and she asked what the best book that I read during lockdown was. And I think the best book that I read during lockdown was House of Earth and Blood by Sarah J Maas, my queen. I love her. I did a whole video on that, which I'll leave a card to, and I'll leave it in the description bar, but loved that book. And I think like it's also an 800-page beast. Like it is such a big book, guys. But I really enjoyed reading it, and it was just a joy to read, basically. And it was just so nice being in the Sarah J Maas world again. So I would say House of Earth and Blood was the best book that I read in lockdown. So guys, I can see this video is getting enormously long, so I'm going to take a pause, and I'm going to... So guys, I can tell this video is getting super long, so I'm gonna end this here. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And if you did enjoy, why not hit that subscribe button for weekly bookish updates? And I'm now gonna finish my coffee and probably have a reading afternoon, which sounds pretty lovely because it is cloudy and grey out there. I hope you all have a lovely week, and I will see you very soon in my next video, guys. Bye.